What's up, guys? Welcome to Fangs Out. Here's your host, Frank the Vamp, and we're continuing to talk about basically the Friday the 13th franchise. We're ranking it from worst to best. We just talked about Friday the 13th, the remake, 2009, and now we're going back in time to name number 8. What's my number 8 favorite movie from the Friday the 13th franchise? And that's took me a little bit of time and thinking, but considering all, we're going to make Friday the 13th Part 7, The New Blood, that's the 1988 version, as number 8 in our list. Now, let's talk about positives and negatives. I'm sorry, Part 7, Friday the 13th Part 7, The New Blood. Um, will be number 8, right? Confusing, right? But basically, we were supposed to get Freddy versus Jason by this point, but it didn't happen. Numerous rights problems. So what do we get? We get a story of this girl named Tina that has some kind of psychic powers, telekinetic powers. Yeah, we know about a certain Stephen King girl that can do, that thing with telekinetic powers. I wonder if they got the idea from there, but who cares? I mean, main thing is that we get this girl that she accidentally kills her father, and with her powers, and then years later, through the help of a shrink, tries to get his mind better, but rather than doing that, she accidentally frees Jason, and Jason comes in to unleash his horrible reign of terror again over all the Crystal Lake teenagers, right? And then she battles him, and that's pretty much the plot. She is, the character of Tina is actually pretty interesting. Let's list the positives. I like this movie because it really like gives Jason a formidable opponent. Finally, somebody that can, when her powers are on, because she spends a lot of the film trying to control it without any help, so she can go really wrong with her powers. But in this case, I mean, when she focuses, she can really kick ass, and she shows Jason that she can kick ass. Kane Hodder, awesome as Jason. Um, and we get to see a lot more of Jason's face than in other movies. I mean, we get a whole sequel, and we get to see the supernatural starting to really be defined by this point. And I really like the originality of the plot, and the confrontation between these two. Now, at the same time, it's not one of my favorites. It's all the way down to number 8, because that's where the coolness, ends, and the grief begins, because we get this movie was severely cut by the Motion Picture Association of America, meaning that what we got was Friday the 13th Part 7 light. I mean, we got really ripped off. I heard the movie was severely gutted, and it shows. You don't get the proper. I mean, you get some kills that would have been really cool if you would have seen the gore, but I mean, the gore is gone. They took it out. Um, yeah, even though we get to see, Jason a little bit here. His face. It's not. I don't know. His makeup looks awfully different from earlier parts, right? That we seen him unmasked. And it's not. It's probably could have been grosser, I guess, if they would have make it better. But that's nitpicking. But the real, I mean, the way that the film was gutted, that was it. Also, I think that affected the overall film. I mean, you kind of notice things like the teenagers not acting as well, and all this stuff. I mean, you by this point we're all rooting Jason to kill them all, right? Pretty much. And it's just in this one we are. I mean, the acting is so bad that it shows more and more in a glaring fashion. So the bad acting, um, and the severely cut movie doesn't really help. It was a good idea that could have been better explored, but it falls short. I mean, I felt cheated. You know, I really want to see my Jason, gory Jason, and I didn't get that. I remember after watching this for the first time being a little disappointed, and that's why it's not one of my favorites. Has some cool concepts. I think it's much better structured than all the other movies that we talked about already, and it does have some cool throwdowns between Tina and Jason. But because of the severely cut and not using Kane Hodder to its full potential, it definitely deserves to be at the number 8 spot. Stay tuned for more videos, including my horror song trivia video, which I've been working on. Hopefully, you guys will like that one too. Subscribe if you haven't, and always comment. I love your comments. Take care. See you next time as we keep reviewing, counting down to the best Friday the 13th movie.